Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. My name is Silvokiji or Silvokiji, whatever you prefer, and I'm here with some rules as well as some future events that's going to be happening for One Piece Burning Blood in terms of the Zone Gaming Go YouTube community. You can look us up with the Zone Gaming Go, type in YouTube. The full name is the Zone Gaming Go, Silvokiji&Rohawk. Now, let's talk about the rules for the tournaments and what's actually happening. So, the rules for the tournaments are very simple, actually, for most events we have. Challenge accepted, first to 10s. So, the first rule that I gotta speak with everybody is the costume rule. You are not allowed to have a character on your team, or have two characters on your team where the only difference between them is a costume. So basically, if I had Luffy right here, I cannot have Luffy film gold. That's the illegal team. In terms of tournaments, you'll get a strike for that. In terms of first to 10s or something like that, we'll tell you to go back. Tournaments, you have 3 strikes and you're basically out. Another thing is the second thing I want to talk about is the 9,000 points. In terms of tournaments and first 10s and challenge accepteds, your team needs to have 9,000 points, which means that when we actually get to your team, when you actually, let's see this, let's just do this right here. It needs to add up to 9,000, not 8,000, not 7,000, not 6,000. It's not the fact, see, the thing about this is that it's not that we are super strict on it, it's the fact that other players will have, will assume things for stuff like this, like, hey, he can beat me without this, or he's just going easy on me, he's being, he's being a jerk, stuff like that. It's just to save us the trouble of dealing with that, just pick 9,000 points. I mean, that's it. If you don't know what support to pick, just pick random support. Don't pick random support, but actually pick support. That's what I'm saying. Okay. The next thing here is choosing your characters when you lose. When you lose a round, you're allowed to switch out one of your characters. Not two, one of your characters. And you're allowed to switch out support when you win or lose. Most people switch out support when they lose, but you can do it when you win as well. I think that's pretty much it in terms of the rules. Now, in tournaments, both of the matches are 3 out of 5, or all the matches 3 out of 5, and it's usually done by double elimination. So just remember that the videos are going to be long. If you're in the tournament, remember, if you're in a tournament, I give you a start time and an end time. In between that time, you can be called at any time. So the thing is that I cannot maneuver the tournament specifically for you in the middle of the tournament. That is something, I can't do that. You just have to go along with it, and when I say like a time schedule and this, like the end, the beginning and the end, that means the beginning to the end. It doesn't mean I'm gonna have you done before 2 hours for the end time. So make sure you know that whenever you say yes to participate in a tournament, that there is a beginning and there's an end time. I do try to put that for everybody. Just remember that's there, so that way we can remove any complications. I think the last thing we got to talk about is the future events. Oh, future events, yes. So the future events, we're going to be starting the Last Warlord. The Last Warlord is basically going to be a series of tournaments with newer players, not newer players, but new players to the Zone Gaming Go. We're kind of we're in a re-evaluation period. There was a lot of talk about the re-evaluation period from multiple people these past couple of weeks, and I've been avoiding it. But the re-evaluation period is basically when myself and some others basically go in and say, okay, what players do we need to keep and what players need to be left behind? I know this sounds mean, I know this sounds cruel, but we have too many players now, and a lot of people are getting really difficult to communicate with. I mean, like to the point where I don't want to talk to them. But so we're going to be kind of going into a new direction with newer players and stuff like that. So a lot of the players that are actually coming from US, I believe we have about 5 from there that we got yesterday, which are going to be coming in. They're going to be starting off the newcomer tournament or Last Warlord tournaments, and some of the old players are going to be coming back. So we're not abandoning them or anything. They are coming back. It's just that the ones that don't participate as much or we don't really talk to anymore are not going to be asked anymore. So basically, if I ask you to participate in an event multiple times and I don't have any response, I'm going to assume you're not interested anymore. And so I'm not going to keep bothering you with it. I'm just going to say, okay, and go somewhere else. That's how it is. So if you want to come back, all you have to do is ask me, and I can put you back in. Certain people don't understand that, but I'm not kicking you out. I'm just basically pointing out that in order to be in this event or be in events, you need to have 3 source of traits: good sportsmanship, a good attitude, and be respectful. and everybody should have that. I'm respectful towards the people. You should be respectful towards me if I'm respectful towards you. Same thing goes for Rohawk. Same thing goes for Jester. Respectful. They're respectful towards you. You're respectful towards them. If they're not returned that, if you basically want to be disrespectful to the commentators, then why would we actually put you in the tournament? Okay, so that's just it for me. I'm not going to rant on. I'm just gonna. I just wanted to point out what the rules future events was for the future people that are going to be playing this game. And thank you guys for playing One Piece Brand Blood. Thank you for participating in the events, and enjoy the rest of your day.